Morning. Just arrived to the 16 by 20 cabin job site here. Beautiful morning. Show you how our day starts here. So we're using my little cruiser boat as a commuter. Offload everything on the beach, and then we gotta carry it up the beach. Some days the tide's high, and we get to start work just by stepping off right at the job site. Other days, it's a bit of a walk. And the other thing we do every morning is we pull out the outhaul. Let's try that. Ready? So what we've found is now that we're up closer to the elevation of the platform, that we can literally just stand these up by hand like that really easily. And if we were level with the platform, like if these were on the ground, it would be even easier. Okay, let's go my way. Okay. You got it for a sec?
And that way, I like the idea of having just like the most massive greenhouse.
Yep.
Where I've just built the soil up in it, so it's just like things are still, it's just like farming in the ground, but it's in just this big, awesome greenhouse.
No, that sounds so much better. What the hell? Okay, sweet. Beautiful. So we struggled putting our first A's up in our last video. And it was mainly because our foundation is about 5 feet in the air. So what I should have done is laid some planks across here for us to stand on, and we could have just stood them up with no issue. The reality is they're very, very easy to stand up. The two of us, even being 3 feet below the platform still, have no issue. And I think if we were up here on the deck, it'd be even easier. So the next ones are going to stand up from inside of the building out this way. They're going to be even easier to stand up, and we're going to get right on with that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple things here. So most important part is after you get to your third A-frame, that you fasten this piece in here. We fasten these with the same timber lock screws, so they're super long. And they need to go pretty low, like pretty far down on the A-frame, and then all the way up at a 45-degree angle. And you want to do one on both sides. So those are what keep all the A-frames from racking this way. And I'll do a separate video that's just all about safety, but in essence, you really need to get those two braces on, and then you can just brace back horizontally with stringers, and that's all you need to do. I think the hard ones are better to film, actually.
It's not a hard one, I was just making it hard.
Oh. So I'm just going to show you here the angle that these screws go in. So do you see that? And that's so that, number one, you can drive them without having the drill hit these. And then number two is that it's stronger to hold the A-frames down, having them angled together like that, and having that harder to pull up and out. Just want to show you that angle there. Wow. That is so strong. Whew. Awesome. As far as I could reach all of her. Oh, this foundation is awesome. It's different, the joists being so spread out.
I know it's like not quite enough to be really walking on.
Thought it'd be a little easier than it is actually.
You can walk it to the middle, I can get. You got it for a second?
Okay. Oh my God, it was so close. It made it with like literally like, we're talking like an 1/8 of an inch. Ready? Okay, I'm good. So when you're sliding them like this, like I said before.
Oh, you can go your way.
Oh yeah. It's really safest, like if you're gonna have to stand them up and slide them, to have a third person in the middle with a long 2x4. You sure you're on that side of the line?
Yeah, just barely. Oh, maybe it's the old line. There, yeah.
Good. The best way would be if we could build all the A-frames over here, and then you just slide them out this way one at a time and stand them up. That would be best, but this has been working out just fine for us. Oh, uphill a little. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be fine. Maybe at dock level like that.
Go ahead.
You got the life jacket on.
Don't drop my phone. Okay.
That last step's got to be quick.
You know it's gonna be fun when Sterling puts his life jacket on. Oh, it's solid as a rock. Come on, Oliver, all aboard. You want your life jacket? I think actually the walking of the plank I think is the easiest part of this adventure. So. Okay, it's another day here at Second Growth Homes. We got our 6 vinyl 3x6s loaded up here on the pork chop. That's my 14-foot 1965 SeaSwirl. So Oliver's loading up. Hey, we're floating. We're floating. Okay. Let's go. Get this unloaded. Oliver said he thinks this is one of the sketchier things I've ever done. I told him not hardly. Not hardly. Okay. I'm all cozy in my life jacket, so we're heading back to work. Looks pretty calm out. It's feeling better than I expected. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna make it. Oh, this is great. We're doing like 7 knots. We're almost up on step. Like faster than I expected. Okay, back to work. Okay, we're standing up the last A-frame. So it's 8 total. It's the end of our second day. So it took us about 2 6-hour days, and we were making all these half laps while we were going. So we actually cut everything to length, made the half laps, and pre-drilled it, basically making the kit. So when you purchase your kit, these half laps will all be joined. You'll just be able to slam these A-frames together and stand them up. It'll be a really easy single day operation. We're super tight on space here, so this last one's gonna be a little interesting. Thought about not filming it, but we'll just go ahead and film it. See what happens.
I guess we're pretty centered up, huh?
Yeah, looks good.
We're on the center beam. It's now actually the center.
I'm feeling exceptionally tired right now, so this is just great timing for me.
Do you want to try and lift it, and I can just put it on there and see if we got the height?
Let's just stand it up. I don't think I know it won't reach. I think we're gonna have to move it even farther than that.
Okay.
Like I can already tell.
Okay, that we do.
So let's move it back a little farther. Right there, yeah. I think that'll be just fine.
It's gonna slip on this side. I could probably rest the tip up on the other one.
Let's try to go up a little farther if we can. So I can get down here. Okay. Ready? Yeah.
Sit it there for a second.
Yeah.
Wait, we just.
Hold on,
I'm ready.
yeah, go ahead. Oh, tip it towards the water. There you go. Okay, straight up and down. Keep it straight up and down. Towards your little. Oh. Okay. You just focus on keeping it straight up and down for a minute. Okay. Lined up. I think the last one was about 10 and a half. Yeah. 10 quarters. Wow. There she is, the first 16 by 20 A cabin by Second Growth Homes coming together. I could not be more pleased with this. It is just, you know, it's just like I'd planned for. We built the prototype, but in other ways, it's just a lot better than I'd ever imagined. It looks really good. It's easy to build too. It's gonna be so cool. So this is 16 by 20. I'm not sure how the size will come through on the camera, but you know, it feels large. You see a lot of A-frames on the internet that are really, really tiny. I mean, also there's other ones that are big like people's houses, but this is, I mean, for a cabin camp, this is huge. It's absolutely huge. So if you purchase the kit from us, it comes from these beams up. So you got to get your foundation in place. You could even hire us to do the foundation, and then we could even deliver the kit to you too. But you got to have these 3 beams in place, and we'll work with you to draw your foundation. And conversely, if you've got a place remote in Alaska and you want this exact thing, yellow cedar piling, pressure treated cross bracing, it's really reasonably priced and a really long-lived foundation. It's the best foundation for earthquakes. So if you'd like this exact thing, you can write me or purchase it on our website, and we'll come build this for you anywhere in Southeast Alaska. And we'll pretty much go anywhere. I'd love to do some of these down south. I've got a truck down in Blaine, Washington, Bellingham, Washington, so we are set up to work down there too. And you know, I'd love to deliver some of these up north, to south central Alaska and northern Alaska. So that is framing complete. Next step is tongue and groove. So the main details of our kit are these half lap joints. So they make it so that there's no alignment or anything of the A-frames. You just put them together and they're naturally aligned as soon as the joints are tight. Other signature things are it's built completely with timber lock screws throughout, and you'll see us use this for the tongue and groove as well. Everything is screwed. Big, awesome timber lock fasteners. We got 2 10-inch fasteners at every single A-frame, including down the center beam. So each one of these 3x6s is fastened down with 6 10-inch fasteners. So, you know, you don't need to worry about wind upload with this bad boy. You just don't. This is 16 by 20. We're gonna offer it in a couple different sizes. Right now, you can kind of see that to make it longer is really simple. So you could buy this from us as a 16 by 16, 16 by 20, 16 by 24. If you want longer, I'll give it to you, no problem. I'll draw it for you. And then we are gonna offer these. Eventually, I am planning to offer these a little bigger, like a 20 by 30. We'll see. And then honestly, this thing's bigger than I expected, and Oliver and everyone's thinking maybe we could even actually offer a smaller one. So let me know in the comments, like when you see this thing built, you know, are you like, man, I need a bigger than that, or I need it smaller than that, or that is just right, Sterling? Let me know. So can't wait to get going on this tongue and groove. That'll be tomorrow morning. Get the tongue and groove floor going. I mean, the whole thing gets covered in tongue and groove. So the coolest parts about this A-cabin are the steps are very simple. Step 1, assemble and erect your A-frames. You just saw us do it. It's very easy. Step 2, tongue and groove the whole thing. after you put on a couple boards of tongue and groove, you're gonna get the program, and you just keep putting on tongue and groove till you're done. And it's literally like that simple. After the tongue and groove's on, you need to put your roofing on, your windows and doors, and you know, you're ready to move right in. If you're just gonna like have like a camp, then you know you can add stuff like, you could turn this into a full tiny home with cabinets, and you could put a toilet and a bathroom in there too. I drew that, the plan. So we do really nice piling work. Yellow cedar pilings are a great foundation. I also do like all other kinds of foundations, like concrete, stem wall, footing. I do sauna tubes, Bigfoot forms, slab on grade. We do all that stuff. Just kind of have a fun little walk around here. Really, really looks great. I can't believe how good it looks. It's awesome. So awesome.
Thank you.
Alright, we got 6 out of the 8 A-frames up, and the last 2 sets of 3x6s are still on the stage, so we're gonna rip into town. It's about 10 minutes to go pick them up.